Hi, welcome back to ODE YouTube channel. Today I'm here for another unboxing and yes, another Kaweco. As you can see, this box says here Paulo. I ripped the address from here, so we have a Kaweco inside, and I chose this color of my Victorinox knife because this is the 2019 edition, because I think it suits this color. So let's check what we have here. Okay, I take some time to open these boxes just because sometimes I have to send pens to people because I sell them or exchange or something like that, and I like to save the older packaging for new shipments, just because I don't think it's worth to have lots of waste, so I can use these again, or I could recycle it, but I think they will be nice to ship them again. So Kaweco Sport inside. Paper to protect, and the box is here. So what did I bought? What did I buy? I bought a Kaweco Sport pen that deserves to have a metal tin. So this came from Jürgen Kuz, who has a online store on eBay called Kitania, and he is I would say my favorite provider of Kaweco pens that are not vintage, but they are no longer available in many stores. So he also sells vintage pens, but I'm thinking mostly on pens that are not that vintage but no longer available, which is the case of this one. You can still find it in some other stores, but not that much. So we have here the paper and the little silver sticker, and we have the pen here, and the pen today is the Kaweco Art Sport Milk and Coffee, and it is the fine nib as usual. So let me take the little tin away and let's take a look at the pen. Maybe I will zoom in just a little bit. Okay, now that I've zoomed in, you have here this pen that is called Milk and Coffee. It's one of the less spectacular Kaweco Art Sport pens in my opinion, but I didn't have this one, so I had to have it. There are still two Kaweco Art Sports from generation 3, which is the case of this one that I'm still missing. The metallic turquoise and the purple. I know where metallic turquoise is. Jürgen has those, so I will buy one from him next month, but the purple is not available. So if you know where I can find the purple, or if you are selling your purple Kaweco Sport, please let me know, especially if you are inside the European Union. So this is the pen. It has the regular nib and feed and all that. So, as usually, this is an unboxing. There will be no writing samples. But what can I provide that may be interesting for some of you is color comparison. And I think that's one of the things that characterize my unboxing, is the comparison with other pens. So, this is the Kaweco Art Sport Milk and Coffee. As I told you, one of the most plain Kaweco Art Sport pens around. And I think it is quite plain, along with this coral red Art Sport that I don't find that amazing. It looks like some little depth inside little spots. It's very hard to describe. This is the real blue, which is just blue and the plain blue pen, and also the dark blue, which is also dark and plain. And the pen that one of the pens that I'm still missing, the purple one, is of this kind, also a plain with no major special color effects. So just to show these 4 pens from the Kaweco Art Sport Generation 3 that are plain. Now, color comparison. This is a coffee and milk. I will have here a Kaweco Classic Sport in white. It's getting a little dirty because of my case, which is black. So this is the white, just for comparison. And I have here the Kaweco Classic Sport black. So these are 2 ABS plastic pens, simple, not the resin. These are molded pens. This is a turned pen from a rod of this resin. So let me move the light just a little bit. Okay, just to touch a little bit here on the exposure. We have white, milk and coffee, black. And why did I bring this? Because I want to show you the other pens that go inside the same family of these milk and coffee. And I will spread this a little bit because white and black are just for reference. I have here the creme or coffee cream, and you can see it is lighter, and also on the other end of the spectrum I have the chocolate brown, and you can see it is not black, but it is a very, very dark brown. And if we get some more room here, we can bring 2 more pens that go in between these colors, and I will use the Kaweco Skyline Sport Cappuccino. So let's go over these. Kaweco Classic Sport White is kind of a regular edition of Kaweco Classic Sport. This is available. This is the cream or coffee cream, which is a special edition, very hard to find. I am having some trouble here because of the reflex and the exposure. Okay, so white, regular edition, coffee cream, special edition, cappuccino, no, sorry, not a cappuccino, macchiato, regular edition, classic sport black, regular edition, sorry, the chocolate brown, it was a special edition. I have here the Ael Sport, so this one is aluminium, golden espresso that goes here, which is a special exclusive edition for the United States. So you can see some color variation, and there is some difference between these brown and the black, but it's still very hard to see. And just to make it even a little bit more complete, we have the 2 last pens of this family to put here, and those will be my recently found Cappuccino, which has a different shade of the macchiato, but it is a little darker. And I have here also the Mocha, which is darker than the other. And so we have here, and this auto exposure is getting a little crazy because of when I put my hands inside or outside the frame. But this is the collection, and it's fun to have all these kind of related shades, but that can be very different. So just once again, Classic Sport White, Classic Sport Coffee Cream, Skyline Sport Macchiato, Classic Sport Cappuccino, Art Sport Milk and Coffee, Classic Sport Mocha, Ael Sport Golden Espresso, Classic Sport Chocolate, and Classic Sport Black. So I hope this is at least useful for you to understand the kind of variations of Kaweco within this color family, and it may be helpful for you to find the pens that you're still missing. If you're missing something of this kind of era or generation, don't forget, you can check him on eBay and maybe, or send him an email there, and maybe you can ask for something that you are looking for, because he is very helpful and he is great to find some hard to get Kaweco pens. So this is all I had to show you, just a simple unboxing with lots of color comparisons, because that's how I am, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!